Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. It's Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we're talking Love Island UK. Today we are talking about today's Unseen Bits episode that they could have kept in the drafts, that they could have kept in the archives, you guys, because there was little new information that was provided to us, and I was a little bit disappointed, you guys. So what did we see? We saw toe sucking. Like I kept telling you in previous videos, Luca and Jax are fighting to be Jake 2.0 desperately. They are putting on the show of their lives for you guys, and you guys are eating it up, and you keep voting them the most popular guys. And who else has a toe fetish? Oh yeah, Jake from last season. Like I keep telling you guys, I see through the game. They are acting like the game has already been won, you guys. I see the dates. I see the sporadic, the double date bubble baths, the double date massages and everything else. I see through it all, you guys. I see through it all. And you guys are going to eat it up. This is the people that you want Fiat 500 for first and second place on the show. I see through it. I see the push. I will say Gemma has a little bit more personality on this episode of Unseen Bits than what they show us on the actual show. For whatever reason, I don't know why. It seems as though the show is focusing in on highlighting the males' personalities and not so much the women, right? Only shows the women if they're involved in drama, right? But if they're funny, if they're cheeky or whatever, you're not going to see it until Unseen Bits, you guys. You're not going to see it until Unseen Bits. And then the producers came for us. The producers came for the viewers. It was the audacity for me. They came for the viewers that were Akenna and India fans. And remember, there was like that transitional clip where, Akenna had picked up, India and her legs wrapped around him and everything else. And they were shading and they were like pointing out certain tweets that were calling it out and this and that. And they were like, yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you think happened next? What do you think the origin of this tweet, or of this, India and Akenna moment was? And really, it was a disappointment, you guys. It was a disappointment because the origin of this moment was because he had picked up the other female islanders in India last, you guys. So it seems as though Akenna can be affectionate when it is with his preferred type, you guys. So you guys completely misread the India and Akenna connection and completely inflated it to the point that the producers are trolling you now. The producers are trolling you for having the audacity to question them, to question why would you want to see the behind the scenes of Akenna being more problematic, you guys. I have no idea why that was even a thing. Why that's even a thing. So what else happened in this episode? Just a lot of cheeky things. Ekansu wanted everybody to stand like a tree, and Dami actually totally, went into character and literally stole the scene, stole the show and everything else. Dami is just killing it, except for his earth-shattering gas, you guys. And I just do not understand how Amber or how India can stand it unless he doesn't do it in front of them. But in front of the guys, it's like he just lets it rip. And I am just so disgusted. I am so appalled. It is not to say that I do not know people who have issues with flatulence, who have GI issues, who have, whatever. But you can control that stuff, right? You can control it, and you can go to the bathroom. You can go someplace where nobody is around you. And the fact that you're on camera, the fact that you're being filmed 24/7, it's just... especially with the sharding story that Dami told. And I'm just like, and I'm Dami Hive, you guys. I am Dami Hive first through and through, before him and Amber, before him and India, anything else. I was always Dami Hive, and I was even disgusted, you guys. I was absolutely and utterly disgusted. So there is that. So then we had the Beachhead segment where they asked the Islanders to, impersonate certain celebrities, and Tigany, of course, impersonates her celebrity mother, who may or may not be a Karen. And then also Gemma, was joking on whether or not she should impersonate her father. And I was like, oh, all right. And then Davide, he's like, well, I am the celebrity. And I was like, oh, excuse me, you're a liar, an actress, and get the bleep out. Excuse me, Davide. What is going on? It's just too much, you guys. It is absolutely too much. And I want to know more about this Paige and Dami situation, you guys, because Paige and Dami have like a thing. And I don't know what the thing is. Maybe they're just BFFs, you guys. Maybe they're just BFFs. But oftentimes I see her hanging on Dami a little too much, and I'm like, okay, what is going on here? Are you guys just friends? Are you guys just cool? Like, is that just Dami's love language to where he's just like a flirt with everybody? Like, what is the tea, you guys? Because like Akenna, he also picks up Paige and has her legs wrapped around him. So there is that. So there is that, you guys. Then it was funny because we had a sort of new and Damia moment where, you know, they were all sitting around the beanbags, and apparently India can't cook, or India burned the pizza. And Gemma was so nice to still want to try the burnt pizza. She's a better one than me, because it's a no. It's an absolute no. So either India does not know how to cook, or she does not know how to keep track of time, or whatever the case may be. So there was that. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, yeah. Then there was a moment where India got scared, I guess, by a lizard, and she started screaming, and nobody for the life of me could figure out who it was that was screaming, you guys. Nobody knew who it was. And then Paige was like, oh, that's India. And do you know how quickly everybody jumped? Everybody jumped and ran towards India. And then I think it was Ekansu that told Akenna, hey, you need to put some pep in your step, buddy. You need to put some pep in your step and go see about your girl. And it was just wild, you guys. And I think Dami was trying to go over, and then he kind of held back. Then he kind of held back, and I was like, yep, see? I see what you mean when you told Andrew that you are protective of India, that you have, you know, some protective instincts when it comes to India, you guys. And then what happened was Luca, Akenna, and Jax, they had all like went to go check it out. They had started screaming, and then they acted like they brought the lizard into the villa and tried to scare India further. And so that India, she's running around, and guess who she goes to for cover? Mind you, this time she's still coupled up with Akenna, you guys. She's still coupled up with Akenna. She runs to Dami for cover, except for Dami saw through it and saw that it was a joke and saw that they were trying to scare India, and Dami was trying to be like to India, like, hey, this isn't it. But you have to understand, Dami, from a girl's perspective, if girls have a fear of animals, if girls have a fear of certain things, they're going to, even if you try to scare them, they're going to get easily scared. Like, it's just what it is. She wasn't trying to fake it. She wasn't trying to be over the top. She wasn't trying to, you know, give theatrics. That's just what happens, you guys. That is just what happens. Then they showed another portion of the fight between, well, not the fight, the argument between Amber and Ekansu and the ladies surrounding, and more of the ladies actually spoke up that they could have aired in the episode, you guys. But that would not paint the right narrative, right? Because you wanted Amber to go, so therefore she got the most of that argument that was aired because they were trying to send her out. And so then it shows the men multiple times gathering around, crossing their legs, filming the argument and wanting the tea and saying that the girls are going round and round in circles and this and that, and they're just getting their digs in. And then Luca and others, they have their phones out because they're zooming in on the ladies and this and that, checking out the ladies' reactions, sitting on the beanbags in the midst of the argument between Amber and Ekansu, and they're just getting their lives, you guys. They're just getting their lives. And all it told me, you guys, is that these men are messy and they live for drama and they gossip more than women, you guys. Because who does that? Who gathers around you guys and sits there and crosses their legs and stares at two women arguing? Who does that? Seriously. So there was that. I'm trying to think what else happened in this episode, because it was just like a lot of weird stuff. That honestly, I was a little agitated because I felt as though there were some scenes that they like duplicated, which we'll get to in a moment. And then there was like a moment where they were asking Davide to like flex for him and like show off his tans. They love gassing up already conceited and arrogant Davide. They get some sort of weird kick out of it, you guys. And I just don't understand. I just do not understand it at all. There was like a moment where like the guys are all singing around right before the elimination took place and having a good time or what have you. They show us briefly a recap again of the elimination that took place, of showing Amber and Akenna sent home. I don't know why. I don't know what the point of an unseat bit episode is if like 70% of the episode was clips that we've already seen. Like, make it make sense to me as to why we are seeing the same thing over and over and over again. And so then there was a part where on the daybed, I guess, Paige and India wanted to chat, and it was like Dami and Luca and Andrew sitting there. I think they're like the closest dudes in the villa, aside from the bromance between Luca and Jax. And, you know, they basically were like, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to cry, you know, to get this daybed so that you can have this talk with Paige on the daybed? And then she started crying, and then Dami was all like, are you crying for real, or this and that? And so I don't know. It's just like some weird, interesting things that are taking place. Also, there was a moment where India was giving Paige a lap dance, and so everybody was freaking out about that and, you know, wanted to know more. And it looks separate from the balloon truth or dare game that they had played, that we had saw in the episode. So there is that. And so they set up, you know, replaying not India, Akenna and Amber being dumped from the island, because they were also talking about who believed in the law of attraction. And so, of course, India and Jay, they're all over it. They're all over the law of attraction. Akenna has no idea what the heck they're talking about. And then from there, it sets up, okay, you know, how heartbroken is India and Dami, right? Dun, dun, dun. And also, there was a moment between Danica and Paige and Luca and also Jax as well, where they're trying to quiz each other on their knowledge of different countries, what the capital is, how many countries are there in the world. And for some reason, Jax has 52. And Dami, the microbiologist, goes over there, and Luca, of course, he's always gassing him and Jax up, right? He's always gassing himself and Jax up. And he is like, yeah, we're the smartest two guys in here. And Dami was like, in the villa? And they were like, yeah, we're the smartest two guys in here. And he was like, well, you know, good. Keep telling yourself that. Like he was like, what? Like, here you have the microbiologist, the scientist, the one who is coining the Bunsen burner and the lighting of your flames for you guys, and talking about the chemistry. And you guys do not know how many countries there are in the world, and do not know all of the capitals, you guys. And then it was funny because they go back to the truth or dare game with the balloons, and it was funny because Paige cannot say Islanders. She was saying Icelanders. You know, it's like, what is going on? What is happening? So they showed us some bloopers of that game, you guys. And so for some of you that are upset with Dami getting into the mix of some of this other drama, I told you in a previous video, some of it is because he wants to be a part of the show. He wants to get the screen time, and he knows that Black Islanders, Black people in reality TV that are in predominantly white reality TV shows, unless you are causing drama or are a part of the drama, you are not going to be in the scene. So Dami is, you know, very much present and active in a lot of this stuff, and just kind of just walks over. But then there are instances like this balloon truth or dare game where it's Luca that will call Dami over for the shenanigans, because they had a dare, him and Jax, to, I think it was a dare for, you know, them to choose an Islander to do an arm wrestle with. So of course, Luca and Jax are going to choose each other, right? And so they lay down on the ground, and then Luca calls over Dami, right, to supervise or whatever and see how it goes. And then Luca and Jax act like they're about to kiss. And I was like, what is going on? What is going on? But I say all that to say that they very much want Dami in the mix, you know, whether Dami wants to be there or not, you guys. So sometimes it is Dami wanting to be in the scene, but other times they want Dami in the mix for sure. They want him in on the action too. So there is that. And then also, I'm trying to think what else took place. Oh yeah, finally, some Indami comment. Indami content, you guys. Because there were a few crimes that took place to where we saw, if you guys will remember, the night that, or no, it was the night before that Akenna and Amber were eliminated. The same night where India was scared by the lizard. We saw originally when the first argument started between Amber and Ekansu that Dami and India were in a deep chat in the back corner, you guys. That must be like one of their favorite spots to hang. And then as they started to hear the argument get louder, you know, Dami likes drama. Dami likes being a part of the mess. He's like, okay, we got to get up and go and let's go. And it was just like, blessed India's heart, because she wants no parts of any of this, right? She does not care about any of the drama. She just wants to be all up under Dami, even though at the time she was with Akenna. What else took place? So the only other thing was, for some reason, when we requested in Dami content, we meant new content producers, we meant new material producers, and instead they regurgitated, you guys. They regurgitated the same hot, steamy kiss that took place during the Balloon Truth or Dare game. They replayed the same hot, steamy kiss that took place after the Truth or Dare game. And I'm like, I am over these producers. When we're saying that we want to see the missing content between India and Dami, we meant new footage. We didn't mean recycle the footage to appease Twitter, you guys. That is not what the intent was. So there was that. And as expected, you know, Tasha was nowhere to be found, you guys, in this episode. And was Team Furniture once again, her and Andrew. At least Andrew's a little bit more interesting around the other gentlemen, but it's like, Tasha honestly is a non-factor on the show, you guys. Outside of, you know, her finally checking in the other episode, she is a non-factor, like, in every stretch of the imagination. And I don't know if it's because Ekansu outshines her or what it is, but like, even Paige is getting more love than Tasha. So she is just nowhere to be found on the show, you guys. She is atmosphere. She is fading into the daybed. She is the water bottle of the villa. She is Ted, the teddy bear, you guys. So there's that. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.